less speak and less communicate with anyone without any reason. When some work, then he or she talk, but without any reason, they don't want to communicate with anyone. But communication is very important when we go into interview or any other places, like in a school's program. Uh, your communication skill is very important because when we go for interview, interviewers see many things like how you communicate and how is your confidence when you are talking. So at that place, when we are not communicate, then we will reject. And one more thing I add, some students we see some students in a classroom. When teacher asks a question, then some students knows what is the answer of that question, but they didn't reply because they are not comfortable. They are very hesitate to give the answer, uh,
Mm,
and that is
they're very hesitant. Um, you should use the word hesitant and not hesitate.
okay. So they are very hesitant,
Yes.
and it is not a good because in exams teacher does not give you marks because he or she thinks it is a not a good student. So so in that place, when teacher asks a question, then uh, replied the answer of the question. And I also suffer many times. I am also not I replied the answer. I When I joined this session of English spoken class, I also not speak and think when sir said uh, please ask please shade Khushi, then I because I am very hesitant, so I don't speak. But after some time, I think I am learner here. When I don't speak about the topic, I does not achieve anything. Then why I am joining this session? Uh,
Correct.
I am waste.
Very true.
I waste our time because I only listen. I doesn't say anything. Or so after some time, I uh, think and I continue. I am also speak. I also speak, and best way to improve our communication is uh, when you are free, then give any topic and talk and speak about the topic and record it. And after that, you listen the recording and notice what are you say and where are you do wrong and then try to correct it and you saw many things and you also saw improvements. So this session is uh, also recorded by Pankaj sir. Pankaj sir recorded this session and uploaded on YouTube, and I listen every day what I am saying in a classroom and where I do wrong. When I understand, sometimes I not understand where I do wrong, but where I understand, I correct it. And another thing is try to watch English movie or English videos. When you start to see English videos and English movies, you feel not a good. you want to left, you want to left, but you should try to continue that. You are
You
not,
you want to leave.
you want to leave, but you should try to continue, because when we saw this movie or videos uh, 2 or 3 times, you understand what are they say and uh, anything. So continue, and when we saw 10 or 15 videos, we are very interested to saw that, and it is very beneficial, because you learn how to speak and how to uh, many things, like grammatical, how to use, where I use grammar and word forms like that. When I remember one thing, and I want to say, when I read in school, uh, a teacher who are my favorite, and that said to me, uh, anything, uh, when you tell anything, you don't hesitate about that, because when we tell or talk about any person on any topic, uh, then mm, the person does not know about the topic. You That person knows about the topic and does not know about the topic. Then we don't don't fear or hesitant. You continue and told about the topic. When the person knows about the topic, then uh, the person learns something. And when the person does not know about the topic, they think uh, you know about the topic. So you are not lost anything. Gain something or learn something. So don't hesitate and talk, because
Don't
your
hesitate. In this
yeah,
sentence, we'll use don't hesitate.
okay.
Yep.
Don't hesitate about the topic, because you learn something. You don't lost anything. And
So, Khushi, sorry to interrupt. You understood the difference, right? So when you're saying someone else, then you say don't hesitate, but you're talking for yourself, then uh, I am hesitant, like, or I was hesitant. So you got the difference, right?
sir, I am not understand what are you saying.
So the word hesitate and hesitant. So for example, when you're telling others like don't hesitate, then we use the word hesitate. But when you're talking for yourself, like for example, I am hesitant, so that's the difference.
Okay, sir, got it, got it.
Got it?
When I
Okay,
using
awesome.
about yourself, I using
Use
hesitant, and for others,
hesitant. Yep. Yep.
or for others, you use hesitate.
Even for yourself there are exceptions, like for example, if you say sentence like at that moment I did hesitate. So when you say it in the like I did hesitate, but when you're using in like how to explain I am in sentences like I am, then you use
Mm.
hesitant.
Okay, sir, got it.
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir. So mainly, uh, the teacher want to tell that don't hesitate and communicate.
Don't, yeah,
Hesitate,
don't exactly hesitate. Yep.
yes, hesitate
So
and communicate.
yes, hesitate is a verb. So it's an action. So you're telling someone don't hesitate. Hesitant is an adjective.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yep.
Then
Okay. Yes. Continue. So I'll keep, if I see anything wrong, I'll keep pointing it out. So don't lose your chain of thought.
no,
Like, yeah.
no, no. I feel good because you noticed me.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Because the idea is to get fluent, right? The whole
Yes.
entire idea of this class is to get fluent. Okay, so
Okay, sir. Then
okay,
please
cool, cool.
continue. And
Who is going to go next?
So afterwards, let someone tell. Someone ask.
Let's do alphabetical order. Aryan. Oh, Aryan left. Naveen.
One second, sir. Yes,
They all my network
yes,
issues.
sir. Really.
Acha,
Aryan,
Aryan,
please
Aryan
speak.
is back. Yep.
Your your voice is cracking. Your voice is cracking.
Is it my voice? My voice is cracking.
Oh no, your voice is fine.
Oh, okay.
Mm, I have no idea about alphabetical order.
Sorry, Aryan. You were saying something?
I have no idea about alphabetic order.
Oh, no, no. So we are talking about communication skills. So what's your take? How old are you, Aryan?
I am 9 years old.
Oh, yeah, I could say from your voice. So today we are talking about communication skills. So
Okay.
yes, anything. Say anything you like.
Um, English. Uh, um, um, Marks. My teacher haven't give my answer sheet.
Oh, you gave your exam. So let's do one thing. Would you like to tell about your favorite vacation destination? Like, where do you like to go?
My favorite vacation destination is my um grandmother house. Um, it is
It can,
in
yeah, sorry, go ahead, go ahead. Yep.
it is in Patna.
Oh, nice.
Patna. There there is there was many arguments of land there.
Mm.
And
Patna is the capital of Bihar, correct?
yes, and me,
And what is the special of Patna, Aryan? What is the special of Bihar? And what about the food also? No?
we are with No, I forget that name. Litti chokha. Right. Litti
Is it?
chokha.
Oh, is it from Patna? I did not know that. Is it very popular there?
Yes.
How
Yes.
often do you how often do you go to Patna?
I I have gone to Patna after 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
and there was and I have visited Bihar in 5 or 6 years. When I was 5 or 6, I visited Patna, and it is 3 years for the vacation. We have visited our village 2 times.
Nice. Would you like to speak on anything else?
No.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
So, yes, sir. I'm audible, sir. Yeah. Thank you for giving this opportunity to discuss about the communication skill. Uh, Communication skill is most important thing in the part of our life. I think communication are two types of communication. There are one-way communication and two-way communication. In one-way communication, we don't get any response from other side, like a television. On the television, you watch the television, you hear the news, you watch the news, and anything. They don't get any response further from other side. And in two-way communication, we get response from other side. We engage from other side. Yeah, communication uh, skill. If we have a good communication skill, then we can good job in MNC companies in and we can grow our uh, job profile and in any language, not in English for focusing. You are working where doesn't matter. Over there, where you are working, there's what is the language for working. But way of communication should be good. If you are speaking Hindi also, if your speaking quality is good, if your communication skill is good, then your communication would be effectively. Other people will hear you seriously and they wait to you. Yeah. So communication is most important thing. And we are gathered here on this platform to improve our communication skill also, so that our image, if communication would be good, our communication, then our image in social uh, be good, then our communication, our talk, our word would be more effective to others. So uh, we should improve. we are improving here. I am fortunate to have this platform uh, for improving our communication skill. Actually, I am a multi-person. I am living in village, so doesn't matter here. Communication are good or bad, nothing matter. So, but uh, it is my passion that I want to improve my communication skill along with in English language. So I am here. I am uh, joining here to improving this my communication skill. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. So, how do you rate your communication skill irrespective of English, not English language as such? When you talk in Hindi, are you afraid to communicate? Like, if you are in a social gathering, if someone is asked, something is asked to you or question to you in Hindi, do you communicate well, or is it just in the English language?
No, I can speak in Hindi well, but
Okay.
yes, yes, sir.
Because communication and language are two different things. So
Yeah, yeah, sir.
someone can be just because someone is not very fluent in English doesn't mean he is a good communicator. You can communicate in any language you want as long as the other person, like with whom you are communicating, that side is understanding your conversation and you are also getting what they're saying. So communication language is just a tool. So it can be English, it can be Hindi. So we should not confuse like fluency in English with communication. So one may be a very fluent communicator, but he might not be good in English. So
Yes, sir. Thank
Good morning, all of you.
good
I'm
morning.
audible. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Today's topic is communication. So, according to me, communication means to send or receive any kind of information, a piece of information. It may be a shorter or it may be a longer, but it's just a receiving or delivering process. It is called a communication, and this communication may be a verbal or non-verbal also. It means in verbal we are using as a tools, as you said right now, that languages are the tools for uh, using communication. And somewhere we are not using language though we are communicating. For example, see the dumb and deaf people, they are also communicating with the symbolic languages, when some kind of
Exactly.
body languages are there, with expressions, so they are able to communicate. So communication means just receiving or sending any kind of information. So many communicative tools we are having, means like as sir said, that it can be a one way communication, like we are just having from newspaper and any kind of social medias there, means like TV and all, means they are giving one way communication, but they are sending some information and we are accepting. And so many social medias and they are there, the two-way communication is also there. So it means that finally only we can, means sending or accepting the information, that is communication. Now though it is not a basic need, but as a human being, we need communication, because human being is a social animal. So he means the human being needs somewhere the communication for, it's a daily part of our life to communicate, uh, because as we are a social animal and we love to live in a social environment with the people. So the first we can say that first institution, as a child, if get develops, the first his communication is developing in a home only. So as a home institution, and after that the second one is school. So and as he or she grows, its communication skills started growing with the help of means the family members or school environment, as a peer, also having, we can say that his classmates and all. So he started communicating, and one person means, as per personality, they are accepting and observing the communication skills. So communication skills are important for expressing yourself. And the main basic thing is that you should have a listening ability, um, so that you can listen properly, and after that you can communicate. So whatever I have asked you, means you are going to answer. So there, if you want to be perfect in your communication skill, you have to be a perfect listener also. uh, so communication skills are very important for our development, for expressing thoughts. So if someone is having communication skill good, means that his or her understanding is good. He is understanding the subject more, and he have a expressing quality. Everybody knows the answer. Everybody is having ideas, but the putting means the expressing ideas is also one of the skill, and that is called communication skill, I think. And that is useful nowadays in professionally also. So in marketing field, or in somewhere the in public places, the person is having communication skill. Mean if he is having communication skill, then he or she can perform job very nicely, because having communication skills means expressing power, and listening power also, and understanding power also. So whatever information is there, that information is will deliver correctly and nicely, so that whatever message he want to give the front side, easily he can means send. Okay, so like that. So this is the communication skill. Otherwise, some barriers are also there in communication skill. We can say that if the person is not having that much skilled to express oneself, so that he can means after speaking, the some kind of ambiguity may spread, means the message will be not that much clear. Okay, these are the barriers of communication. When it means that your listening abilities are not that good, you are not receiving message as as message is there as a purely, and while sending it may also spread misunderstandings. So some barriers are also there with communication skill. If we avoid that barriers, so we can be a we can be a person which is having a communication skill also, means we can easily communicate. So okay, thank you, that's it.
Excellent. Yeah, and I would focus on the fact about listening. So that's a very good point that you brought out here. It's very important to listen, even in workplaces, even in the corporate environment, even where I work, the entire industry. That's one of the skills that will be asked in the interview. Not asked, they won't say you explicitly, but the interviewer will judge you based on how you're listening. Because in industry, in the corporate industry, you deal with a lot of clients. So it's basically not just doing the work, uh, how you are communicating that work is being done, that will also because that's the only way to gauge you or to judge you based on your performance. It's not like in class we get marks. Once you start working in an industry, there's no mark system. So the only way people can see how you have developed or how you have contributed to the project is by seeing, taking others feedback, so people will tell, okay, she is a good communicator, she keeps us informed about everything she has done, she uh, tells us if there is a delay or everything. It's not just doing the work, it's how you do the work, and like, and not just doing it in time. It's very normal to get things late, or do like not complete your project in a required timeline. But then it's important to manage that expectation. It's important to manage that with the clients and tell them, okay, it's, we are running late for some reason, and then like so we'll be late. So, and people understand that. So as long as you keep everyone in the loop, as long as you're communicating nicely, that's all people want. So listening is a very important skill, and like everyone should like incorporate that in their, like, not just in work or even the day-to-day lives.
And one more thing I just want to add here, uh, as our means as we are having two ears, two eyes, but one mouth, it shows us that we have to listen more and watch more and speak less. It's a funny thing, but
Yes.
it's true.
No, totally agree.
Hello everyone. Today our topic is communication skills. Um,
Hello, Naveen.
this is hello sir. So I'm audible to all? Not. Yes. So communication is the best way to express yourself, express your uh, education, express your everything um, in in any sectors. And do you have communication skills? Then definitely you can chase your success. But do you have no any expressions? But you know very well about the everything in your works, in your environment, but never express your boss, never express your client side. Then you have not success. So if any fields, communication is the best way to improve yourself and confident also. So mm, when I visit to any places, firstly you have to speak over there confidently. Then his other person judge you. He is a well educated. He is well knowledge about the everything. That's why if you visited any places, then you have not speak. Then you have not observation to anything. Your boss is also told that he has good knowledge, but he is not a speak. Then you have your work is separate to other person. So I saw many times, so I have a little bit knowledge about that for communication. Actually, I have visited many places uh, in Rajasthan, in many states, I can say also. So I have a experience also. What is the importance of communication skills? Firstly, you have to communicate your all things, like your uh, presentation also. But you have prepared all things, but you have not communicate to other people. Then your presentation is fail. So many times I have also present many things about myself in behalf of our companies. So that's first of all communications. How can you communicate to your boss? How can communicate to your clients also? So according to me, communication is the best way to express your all things, your qualities, your education, and everything. So this is my short brief our side about the communications. Hello, sir.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, and as you mentioned, it's important. Like, even if you have knowledge, how would someone know that you have knowledge? Knowledge is something that is shared, right? Like, unless you share it, and for that sharing of knowledge, you need to have communication. So
Yes,
people won't be like, he has no. How would people know that you have knowledge, right? So you have to show it, that you
yes.
either you
But
do
no
it
anyone
or
judge you. No anyone judge if you have you marks then in subject all subject. But you express yourself, then you have everything you know very well about that. He is a well educated. He is well knowledge about the all thing. Um,
yes, true.
एक्चुअली आप बोल
That
बोल के ही
yep.
बता सकते हैं मेरा ये था कंसेप्ट कि आप
हाँ नहीं
बोल
नहीं
के ही बता सकते
that's true. That's totally agreed upon fact that like once you like tell what you're doing or how you're doing it, once you say it fluently and once you say it like for everyone to understand, not even fluently, as long as the other person is understanding, like it's good. You don't have to like be perfect in your language. It's again, language is just a tool. As long as you are using that tool properly, like गड्ढा खोदने के लिए कोई tool है, as long as you are like digging that hole, no matter how you're doing it, you are doing it maybe like someone might do it in 5 minutes, you are doing it in 10 minutes. Someone might be using a hammer, you are using a different support along with the tool to dig that hole. The objective is digging that hole. Similarly, language, the objective is making the other person understand, or or what to say, giving your message to the other side or other person, whoever on the other side is. So as long as that objective is being fulfilled, so again, language is again a means. So fluency is definitely, it works, it helps, it's an added bonus. But even if you're not fluent, even the basic, if it comes to you, you should be confident enough and don't let people like, yeah, there will be people who will judge. There are no like scarcity of people who will judge you in every way, not just communication. One who judges you on communication, if he can judge you on communication, he or she will judge you on other things as well. Even if you're fluent in English, he'll just find another thing to judge you. So don't worry about the judgment. Confidence comes from within. Confidence comes from yourself. As long as you know
yes
that,
confidence
like
come from your knowledge also according to
exactly, from your
knowledge
knowledge,
even
as
you
long
can
as you
speak
know
it.
that, yeah, as long as you are confident that you are like putting out the message properly. And yeah, it's, we live in a society, definitely, like every, if everyone tells that okay, okay, he's not communicating well, it might have an impact on you, and which is fair. Like, we are all human beings, so it will have an impact on us. We, as part of this society, we are going to live like that. But yeah, as you, like even in this class, even in English, as you realize, like you will realize your own changes as you keep speaking, as you keep talking, you will see the changes on your own. For me also, like if I compare myself to my school days compared to how I talk now, I can tell the difference. I can see the growth I have had, right? So it's very measurable. For us, when we look back, we can see our growth. So same thing will happen to you. Like, and once you get that confidence, like don't worry for others' opinions. Like, let people say what they say. Like, as long as your objective is being fulfilled, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Who is left out?
Already speak. I think ma'am is not joined maybe they have also put the message but she never see the message. So Aryan, but you have visited in Muzaffarpur location, na? Not in Patna. You can say, okay, I have visited in Patna locations. Aryan, um,
Yes.
but you have visited in Muzaffarpur location, na? But you can say in Patna. So you are sure you have visited in Patna.
Hurry. Hurry.
Yes, let's do that. If we still have time, let's do that. And as like in the future, we can also do something like I don't know if you guys have participated in like debate sessions. Like debate as in like everyone will be present on the call, then we'll divide it into two teams. We'll discuss it before, like this might require some planning. We'll divide into two teams, so from each team, um, every person will have one topic. One team will speak for the topic, one team will speak against the topic. So I'll give 2 minutes from each person in the team to discuss the topic beforehand, and we'll decide who will say for and who will say against. So once one team is done, the other team will speak their part. Let's say they're saying against, and while you are doing, the other team will take notes. Whoever is speaking, the other team will take notes, and then there will be a rebuttal speech. What's a rebuttal speech? So once your like team A, let's say 3 person are there, three have given their speech. Team B, 3 people have given their speech. Now team A will counter whatever team B has said, and team B will counter whatever team A has said. And then we'll try to come to a common point. Like usually debate, people end up fighting. So the idea of debate is not fighting. The idea of debate is to find a solution. So at the end of it, we'll try to find a common solution and we'll discuss on that solution. How does that sound?
Yes, sir. Uh, Good, nice. Will agree with you. I want to do that.
uh, uh, Everybody else is on the same page.
Yes, sir, we can do this.
Awesome, awesome.
This may be wonderful.
Yep. Okay. Sounds good. I'll let you know. Like I'll have some time to prepare because yeah, my office is kind of going busy right now. So whenever I have time, within probably within the next couple of weeks. So
Yeah, okay, sir.
Aryan,
Yes.
yes, maybe.
What's up? We have to read this. What we are going to do?
Yes, read this passage.
We have to read that passage.
Yes. Ayan, please read.
Yes, I'm not getting.
Ayan.
Yes, Pankaj sir, we have to read this. Okay, shall I start then? But just make it zoom, sir. Is it possible to make it zoom? Wait. I can zoom. I can zoom. Okay. Uh, Beneath the shady trees, he stood of Dandaka's primeval wood. Virada giant faint he slew, and then Augusta's friendship knew. It may be poem, no? What? Counseled by him, he gained the sword and bow of Indra, heavenly lord. A pair of quivers too, that bore of arrows and exhaustless store. While there he dwelt in green wood shade, the trembling hermits sought his aid, and bade him with his sword and bow destroy the fiends who worked them woe. To come like Indra strong and brave. So it's over now. हाँ ब्रेव हाँ ऊपर चला गया थोड़ा नीचे करो okay a guardian god to help and save and Rama's Flashian left its trace deep cut on Shurpanaka's face a hideous giantess who came burning for him with lawless flame their sisters cries the giant's heart and uh, Venetians in each bosom stare, the monster of triple head, and Dushan to con- contested, but they and myriad friends beside, beneath the might of Rama died, when Ravana dreaded warrior knew. So, we have to explain also. Yeah, only reading is going on. What is the process, sir?
I'm not. Are you asking me or are you asking Pankaj?
Uh, both.
I'm not aware of this part of the teaching process. So, Pankaj, like, what do you usually do? Mhm. So, no, the question is like, does she just read or she has to explain the meaning of it? Like, usually this says, okay.
But all means all meaning of the words I don't know. Once somewhere I can
The,
explain. Mean
yes.
because it's old no so somewhere I don't know the meanings.
Yeah, yeah. That part we can
Right.
help each other. So, yep.
Ha, ha, ha. So now here that the word is there FIEND so I'm not getting the meaning of that word. O
Which,
means enemy. I know that O means enemy. Destroy finds who work them O to come like Indra, strong and brave, a guardian god to help and save. And Rama's that Falcian, that also I don't know. Left it
fiend is
trace.
usually मतलब ऐसे हिंदी में दैत्य को बोलते हैं fiend or in English if you use that word it can be even used for someone a bad or a cruel person. So you can
Yeah,
use
yeah,
that
yeah.
word but it's usually like it's not used in day-to-day English. So it's very
Ah,
like when people tell stories, yeah, recite poems, only then people use, like I won't call someone fiend while I'm talking, like even like if it's a cruel person I'll just say okay that person was nasty or that person was crazy or that person was evil. I won't use the word that person was a fiend, right? In like normal conversions, day-to-day conversions, it is not used. So yeah, I don't, like if you're preparing some for some English exam, then it's important to understand this meaning of words like fiend and everything. But yeah, my observation is that in general English language and day-to-day English language we don't use it.
yes.
And
Hence now that
yeah, woe is not enemy, woe is like sorrow.
sorrow. Okay.
So yep.
Mhm.
Or we can, once
And
the Ramayana, we are
what
done with
about
the
sir that
Ramayana.
word is there? Uh-huh.
Sorry,
Ramayana
once
we
we are,
know.
Yes, once we like complete like the poems, let's try some stories where the language is um more in sync with how we speak in day-to-day terms, because this is very poetic. So this, like, I don't
This is
think
very
you will
poetic.
learn. Yeah, I don't think we'll learn much from it in our day-to-day, like, discussions and like how we talk in English. So let's do some
Mhm.
stories or something. We can, like, I'll see if we have a PDF. I can get a PDF of something, some stories that are like mainly taught in Indian schools, like, be it government, private, wherever it's taught. So we can find those storybooks, and then, like, we can read the stories and we can like summarize those stories.
Yes, we can do that. That may be easier.
That may be
These
easier.
words
And
are
even for Ramayana and Mahabharata, if you still want to do it, there are like story versions of Ramayana and Mahabharata, where the author like explains it like a story, where they use like regular words, because this is proper poem how the like Ramayana was written. So this words you'll never use, like even woe, it's like hardly used in like day-to-day conversation.
yeah, means this is old English. We can say that ancient English also.
Yeah, this is kind of old English.
Mhm. Mhm. Means such kind of words you'll find in only poems.
Yep. Because even the grammar, if you see here, the slaughter of his giant grew. Ravan the king, whose name of
Mean
fear,
only
earth,
rhyming is
hell, and
there.
heaven.
Grammar
Yes,
is
so
not
the
there.
rhyming, the sentences are not in proper like grammarly order. So,
Mhm.
yep.
This is a poem, actually.
But yeah, this is a democracy. So let's vote if anyone has any objection. Yeah, if
Yes,
everyone agrees
but
to, yep,
i- yeah, this is a very, I means it's a difficult one to express poem. So
yep,
now we are in an initial stage. We are not able to express a para.
yes,
So
yep.
as you are just thinking, sir, we can do like that.
Let's do this for today. That's fine. For today, we can do this, and then from next session, like, we can do something else. Pankaj,
Yes.
are you on the same page? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Scroll. Yep. We can continue with the reading.
So somewhere I don't know about the pronunciation also, the correct pronunciation. With
Which
Rama
one?
and he. Yeah, I will let you know, sir. Huh?
Okay.
The- Yeah. With Rama and his strength to cope, impaled by fate and blind with rage, he came to Rama's hermitage. There by Marit's magic art, he wiled the princely youths apart. The vulture slew and bore away the wife of Rama as his prey. The son of Raghu came and found Jatayu slain upon the ground. He rushed within his leafy cot. He sought his wife but found her not. Then, then the hero's senses failed. In mad despair, he wept and wailed. Yes, after reading somewhere, we understood that Rama is searching Sita and he follows
Yes.
Jatayu
Yep.
there.
There's the
Yes,
part where
Jatayu,
Jatayu
is-
tries
Jatayu
to
finding Sita.
protect like Sita from Ravan when Sita
Yes.
was kidnapped, and Ram comes back and finds Jatayu's like corpse. So that they're explaining that part of Ramayana.
Mhm. He wept and wailed. Uh, Upon the pile that bird he laid, and still in quest of Sita strayed. A hideous giant then he saw, uh, Kabanda named a shape of a whale. The monstrous fiend he smote and slew, and in the flame the body threw. When straight from out the funeral flame, in lovely from Kabanda came, and bade him seek in his distress a wise and holy hermitage. By counsel of this saintly dame, to Pampas pleasant flood he came. I'm not getting these two names, Kabanda and is my pronunciation is right, Pankaj sir?
Yeah, yeah,
Do you know about that?
it's right. Yep, yep,
Right, no? So,
yep.
are you aware about the Ramayana also?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. To Pampas pleasant flood he came, and there the steadfast friendship won of Hanuman, the wind god's son. Counseled by him, he told his grief, and some information is given. Jatayu means semi divine bird, the friend of
yeah.
Rama.
They're
Yeah, yeah.
giving the characters description.
Mhm. Mhm. Uh, uh, Raghu was one of the most celebrated. Okay, sir, make it. हाँ ऊपर कीजिए सर. The great Sugriv Vanar chief, who knowing all the tale, before the scared flame alliance soared, Sugriva to his new-found friend told his own story to the end, his hate of Bali for the wrong and insult he had borne so long. And Rama lent a willing ear and promised to allay his fear. Sugriva warned him of the might of Bali, matchless in the fight, and credence for his tale to gain showed the huge fiend by Bali slain.
Bali and Sugriva are brother. No?
Yes.
You want to read, Kushi?
Yes, showed the
Continue.
huge showed the huge spine by Bali slain, the prostrate force of mountain size seemed nothing in the hero's eye. He lightly kicked it as it lay and cast it 20 leagues away. To prove his might, his arrows true, 7 palms in line, uninjured flew. He cleft a mighty hill apart, and down to hell he hurled his dart. Then high Sugriv spirit rose, assured of conquest over his foes, with his new champion by his side. To vast Kiskinda's cave he died, then summoned by his awful sword. King Bali came in fury out, first comforted his trembling wife, then sought Sugriv in his spirit. One shaft from Ram's deadly bow, the monarch in the dust laid low. In this paragraph, I think say about the Sugriv and they are chief of the Warner, and they are not agree with Bali, and they are friends with Ram. And then after fight for the Bali, and the Bali and Sugriv are look like same, no?
Was it? Is it the question?
Sir, Sugriv or Bali, both are brother, both was brother, and both are looking like same face.
Yes. Yep.
Um, yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's close the session. I think yeah we. Yeah. Yeah. It's 10 p.m. but it's Saturday, so I sleep late on Saturdays. But that's okay. Awesome. Awesome. When's the next session?
Yes, thank.
Tomorrow. I'll ask Mrinali ma'am if she is joining tomorrow, or if not, I can join. So, yeah, I'll let her know what we discussed today, and then about the stories and everything. So, let me figure out if they're good English